Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentleman podcast for Friday, September 17th. I'm your host, Scott Labrie, and joined alongside me, we have Uncle Teabag, Tyler Sunt.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. And we have all day Eric Deshane.
Hello.
How was your birthday celebration, Mr. Deshane?
Good. It was nice, low key. Went to mom and dad's, had supper, and that was it. So it was
Did you
good.
get your raspberry pie?
Raspberry
I did
pie.
not. No.
Gay.
No, mom forgot. So like, oh, it's whatever. So we had like some
Aw.
cheesecake pie instead. So it was fine. But
I
yeah,
would have been like, I traveled 45 minutes on my day.
yeah, no.
Just
it was
throw the
fine.
table up. What the?
Yeah, no. So no big deal. It's whatever. So yeah.
There we
I
go.
wanted it. I could have made it myself. Whatever. Yeah,
I'll make you one for next weekend.
sure.
What's that brand? Kraft Jam? Like one of those tarts. Here you go, bro. Raspberry
Yeah.
pie.
That would be
Yeah.
too terrible.
Mhm.
Probably not. That wouldn't be too bad.
No, probably not.
It is a podcast, and we are going to be talking about, just in case.
don't
Yes,
say.
it is.
You don't say. Shit, is that what this is?
Is that what we're doing? Oh God, you don't say. Yeah.
This is a podcast.
This is a
I
podcast.
thought this was the PTA meeting. Oh shit! I got the wrong schedule.
Mm.
PTA.
PTA, is that like post-traumatic? No, that's PTSD.
Parent teacher,
Oh,
parent teacher association. It's like
get the fuck out of here.
yeah.
I'm more of a PDA kind of guy.
More of a what's a PDA kind of guy?
Now yeah.
Public
PDA.
display of affection.
Affection, yeah.
There you go.
Okay, Scotty.
All right.
Public-
That
affection.
joke
Yeah,
went just as well as I thought it would.
that was yeah.
But for topic today,
Mhm.
as I get my headphone cable unstuck, is moving. Places we've moved.
Mhm.
Just the whole
idea.
idea of moving. Whether we
Yeah.
like it. Is it our
I
favorite thing in
hate
the
it.
world? Does
Yeah.
anybody
We
actually
hate
like
it?
moving? Like,
It depends on what like. I don't know. I hate the idea of moving, like getting all your stuff organized and I'm loading everything back up into a box just to open up again and do it all over again. It's annoying that in that sense, but the idea of going somewhere else is always I
I
don't
guess,
mind
like,
that so much.
if you're like, hey, I'm gonna be moving from my place into this mega mansion, then I'd probably
Yeah.
be pretty stoked about it. I'd be like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna work extra hard and pack really fast. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe that might be the case, but
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
generally,
I've gotten
so it's pretty annoying.
It is. It is extremely annoying. And I find the more you do it, the more efficient you become at it, and the less you
Mhm.
care about leaving shit behind or just throwing shit out.
Yeah, that's one thing I found too as well. It's like, yeah, you know what? I don't need to take that with me anymore. Just leave it or throw it out,
Yeah.
get rid of it. Yeah.
I need to like do a calculation of how much I've lost financially just by being like, fuck whatever. Just throw it out. Or you take this and go. Just go.
Just yeah, I don't want it. Get rid of it.
I don't want it. I got no room for it. I just
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you probably
Uh-huh.
like become like less and less of a hoarder, like as you move,
Mhm.
like the more times you move. Like even like, not even like throwing stuff out, but just like
Giving it away
yeah,
or
or like not even buying it in the first place or something. Maybe I don't know.
right.
It's definitely
Just
well, like when I was in school for radio in Saskatoon, it's definitely like, well, I shouldn't buy anything big because then I have to fucking haul it back. Like
Mhm.
that's gonna
Yeah.
suck. I know I'm moving in 8 months, so
Right? Yeah, unless you bought it and had it shipped to your parents to hold on to till you did move or something or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it's incredible how much you accumulate and then moving it all and starting over, getting all your utilities changed over and all that crap. I've done it so many times that it's actually not too bad now, but
Mhm.
I guess the idea of moving to someplace different is kind of exciting. There's
Yeah.
some
as
perks,
long
there's
as
some
you're
cool stuff,
moving
but
for a good reason, I guess.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I've moved for a lot of reasons. Some of it good. A lot of it.
A lot
Not
of it,
much
not so
choice.
much. Yeah.
Some of it So I couldn't wait to get
Yeah.
out. Get me out of this nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And only kicked out once.
Oh.
Only kicked out once out of the how many, like 30 times I've had to move. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Good
How many
times.
I've
times
never had
have you moved, Tyler?
I was gonna try and do a tally before I came on tonight. I don't know. I want to say it's close to. Oh Jesus. Okay, so when I was like 17, 18, I moved to St. Paul to the basement suite, and then I moved upstairs to the one bedroom. Then I moved over to the two bedroom, and then I moved into a little house, right on Main Street. And then where did I go after that? And then I moved to Bonnyville to an apartment. Then I moved to a house in Bonnyville. And then I moved in with a friend who I was living with as a roommate there into his new house. And then I moved back to St. Paul into an apartment. And then we ended up moving into another house, the townhouse. And then, oh, I was in that one for a while. And then, not 30 times, I guess. And then I moved in with you, Scott. And then, I don't know. The rest was kind of a
And
blur.
three
I
more
bounced
times
around.
after that, right?
3 or 4 more times at least after
Yeah.
that, and then to Elk Point, and then back here again, and then I lived with my brother Jason for like a month, twice, on 2 occasions. Holy fuck! Like I don't even know what the hell was happening. Life was just a
Man.
blur, man. Just like
Yeah.
moving stuff. It was a lot of moving, and a lot of it was by myself too. I would just like I could even like carry couches by myself. I just didn't want to bother people. That's the hardest part for me is when you're moving and you're asking people to help you move. Some people have no shame. It's like, hey, can you help me move this weekend? It's like that's the last thing I fucking want to do. Is
Yeah.
help you move all your shit. If you have everything boxed up and it's all ready to go, you've got a big truck. We're gonna get it all out in one load. Let's do
Yeah.
it. But if
That's
I gotta
fine.
go there and be like, you haven't even packed it, it's like, okay, I'm gonna put this in the box and then I'm gonna put this over there. Just whatever. Just don't rush me. Okay, like you would. Ooh, ooh. But yeah,
Yeah, see, that's where I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's all boxed up, it's all
yeah,
organized. You just can't carry all of it down at once, so that's gonna take me like days to do it, right? So
exactly,
yeah, that's when you get
exactly.
that's when you help. Otherwise, yeah, that's when you're ready to move. If you're still
Yeah,
boxing things up and saying, oh, that goes with this, that goes with that. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
no, don't
yeah,
even, yeah, don't even call
yeah.
me yet. Jeez.
I was here to help you move, not help you pack.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go home. You let me know when you're ready, and just right, like don't do this.
Mhm.
But yeah, I've helped people move quite a few times too. On top of myself moving. Oh man, moving. I'm done. I'm done with moving, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over it. But I don't know. How about like, have you guys had any terrible moving experiences, like last second panic moving, or had to help somebody move and it was just like just a nightmare? Anything like that?
No, I know my first place I ever moved to was a apartment downtown Edmonton. I was 18 years old, and that was a nightmare because of the location. You couldn't park on. It was right on Jasper Ave, so you couldn't park there for
Oh,
so long to move everything in. So we had to park our vehicles at like the downtown mall, which is like a half a block away. So to haul all the stuff from that to the apartment, back and forth, pretty much, right? So
jeez.
it was annoying to get things up. Like that's why, yeah. When I first moved in there, a lot of the stuff was no, we had to bring tables, beds, appliances
Jesus.
were all there. Thankfully, the only thing I had to bring in was mostly my own furniture, couches, TVs, shelves, stuff like that. But it was still like a couple trucks worth of stuff. But we couldn't park on Jasper Ave to bring it up. But at the building, you had to go and bring it up so far away
Did
from
you
us. That
have to
was
like
frustrating.
cross the street to go and?
No, it was all underground, thankfully, right? So you could
Oh,
park at the
okay.
park at the mall. The mall is the city center. It's all underground parking, but it's still
Okay.
like God, like 500 yards, 700 yards plus
Yeah.
to go. Yeah, oh yeah, it's stupid.
Hmm.
That was dumb, but and it was all like in crowds and yeah, if you just parked right at the building on Jasper Ave for like an hour, you'd probably get it done. But no, you had to
Yeah.
go elsewhere, and yeah, it was so stupid. Yeah,
Oh, that sucks.
yeah,
That'd be brutal.
yeah.
Hmm.
That part sucked. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one recommendation I have. If you have the chance to, do not move to a place in downtown Edmonton. It is not worth the fight. Like,
Right?
there's nowhere to park. There's nothing. Well, now I don't know. This was back in 2005, 2006, but there was nothing to do then. There was just bombs everywhere and
Oh
sketchier
yeah.
times. Oh yeah, now with the arena, maybe it's better, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
The Ice District.
Yeah,
Yeah. It'd almost be worth hiring a moving company to do it for you. Just be like, you know
Yeah.
what? You guys take care of it. This is the place.
Right.
Bring it all in here. I don't want to deal with this. I'll pay you whatever, and
Yeah.
you guys figure it out.
For
But
That was
sure.
that was
yeah,
my first ever moving experience, and yeah, that was a terrible one for sure. With that, both there and when I left too. So I was there for a year and a half.
oh
And
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Brutal.
think my older sister, she lives in Edmonton, and she's moved quite a few times. And when now we're at the point where it's just like, all right, get friends to help you move. Like sometimes, so like we've helped her like a few times at the beginning, and then like at one time it was just like pouring rain, like one time, just and like we're moving her mattress. So we had the truck or whatever, and we
Yeah.
didn't really like have a tarp or anything. So
Oh,
we just like got it in, and the mattress just like soaked. Like it, like put it in the bathtub is like that bad. It's like, oh
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah,
yeah.
pretty bad.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I think like personally for me moving, like it was just like 2 years ago, like the amount of times I moved in like the span of like 2 years, which like I mean for some it's like that maybe not that much, but it was like going from here to Saskatoon for school for like 8 months, then from Saskatoon moving my stuff all back to Elk Point, and then me myself going to High Prairie, and then
Yeah.
my
Hmm.
parents bringing my stuff to High Prairie because I had to get a place for a bit, so it took me a little while to get a place.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Then moving all that stuff, then like 3 months later, getting the job in St. Paul, so then moving that
Yeah.
all stuff all to St.
Back.
Paul, and
Yeah.
it's just like I don't want to move ever again.
And that was like
Yeah.
within a span of like what, the 2 years, the
That
very
was a
most.
very short span
Yeah,
Yeah,
of time.
very short amount of time for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I was
It's like, fuck this. I'm done.
Mhm.
like, yeah.
Yeah. Holy man. Yeah.
But might be moving again here possibly soon. See
Yeah.
how
That's
things go.
exciting.
Mhm. That'd be
That'd be
cool. Yeah.
exciting.
Yes. Also,
Get yourself a house instead of living in a basement or renting from somebody. That'd be
Mhm.
nice.
yeah, frick. That'd be
Yeah.
golden.
That's the
Mhm.
dream.
That's the
Mhm.
dream.
Took me to be 35 to start putting money towards something that I might actually own instead of just flushing it down the toilet.
Renting, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one tough thing with that renting is a little, yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Oh, what do you
Stuff.
do?
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah. One of the I do have a couple of
excuse me.
Mhm.
shitty moving stories. I guess there was the one I had to help a friend. I didn't have to help, but I kind of offered to help. And it was when I didn't have my license and I was in the middle of a breakup and we hadn't like moved out
Oh.
yet.
Oh,
So like she was going to work and on her way to Cold Lake to go to work, she was gonna drop me off in Bonnyville where she was. I'm like, hey, just give me a ride to Bonnyville and drop me off at like Tim Hortons or something like that, right? She's like, fine, whatever. Okay. So then drives me to Tim Hortons, drops me off. It's like minus 30 out. And I go inside Tim Hortons and I'm sitting there. I'm like the only one. It's 6 in the fucking morning. And I'm sitting there. So I'm texting like, hey, I'm in town. Mind if I just come over? Maybe I'll lay down on the couch or something like that and wait. Whatever. She didn't reply till like 8 or 8:30. I was sitting in Timmy's for 2.5 fucking hours. I'm
Jesus.
like, I don't even know why I'm here. Like, why am I here? What is life? What's happening? So then she's like, "Oh yeah, Kate, yeah, come on over. Sorry, do you need a ride? I'll buy you coffee." I'm like, "Dude, I've had like 3 coffees in like 2.5 hours. Like, I don't need any more coffee." And I'm just like vibrating, right? So I got there, and her stuff probably wasn't even. It was only like half packed. So I spent
Oh
about
yeah.
the first half helping her kind of pack and talk, whatever else, because she was going through a breakup too. And I'm just like,
Mhm.
man, what the fuck's going on here? So then she had a few friends coming over, and so we're loading, and then we're going over to his house to the guy's house where she was living, and he's just like, "There's your shit there. Grab this, grab that." I'm like, "This is a nightmare. Why do I put myself in these positions?" And then I was there till I don't know, almost like 11 midnight. Didn't even eat. Didn't eat all day. Like there was no food offered. There was no nothing. I'm like, "Hey man, I'm
oh,
starting to get hungry." I had 3 coffees first thing in the morning. I'm just like,
like
and we're
just
hauling
a
like this
pass out.
massive ass fridges and a fucking deep freeze, like one of those massive ones you could stick like a whole moose in there,
Yeah.
like. Holy man, it was brutal, and there was like a portable dishwasher, and fucking clothing, and it was terrible. And then I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna get home because my ex was already like through town. There's no way she was waiting for me, right? Like, couldn't ask her to wait for me. I'm like, holy fuck. I honestly, it was such a blur that day. I don't even know what happened, how I got home. I have no idea how I even got home. I don't even remember that part of it. It was just terrible. I can't remember. How did I get home? I can't remember. I think maybe one of my brothers might have came and got me. I can't remember. Drove all the way to Bonneville to come and get me. Oh, what a disaster. Moving sucks, man.
Yep.
Especially when you help people and it's just like, ugh. But it's like you're the only one that's like answering the call. It's like John McClane says in that Live Free or Die Hard, you know. So how come you're like so good at this being a hero stuff? He's like, well, because someone has to be, and nobody else is gonna do it, so I may as well do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna lie, but somebody has to do it, right? Somebody has to be the hero. There you go.
The hero, Tyler. Yeah. There
I'm
you
a
go.
hero. That's me.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
a
what you are. Yeah.
hero. Steve Krill. Am I a hero? Maybe. I think so. From The Office. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's pretty brutal.
Mm.
But
Yeah, there wasn't that. Most of them are just like time bitches, but never really a bad experience for me. They tend to take forever and are annoying, but usually it's on like, oh yeah, no, come to Edmonton and move me. That's how I moved from Edmonton back to home, back to St. Paul here. It was a little winter, so it was a cold, but luckily it was nice. No bad roads, nothing like that. Just came and moved out within like 2 3 hours and home, and it was awesome. But yeah, that was like weeks of like prepping and making sure everything was ready still and
yeah.
cleaning. And yeah, that's the one thing I hate the most with moving is the organizing part and cleaning and like, oh, you move this thing, and like, oh, you see like a fucking pile of dust or something behind the wall. It's like, oh god, these walls are filthy, or this is disgusting. So you wash this up and wash that up, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I hate.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
most annoying part, just cleaning,
Yeah.
just scrubbing walls and
Scrubbing walls. It was annoying. Yeah.
like, who cares if walls fucking dirty?
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's one thing I've never done in all the places I've ever lived was wash the walls.
Mhm.
Unless there was like an obvious like something like splashed on
Yeah.
there. At that time, it's like,
Mhm.
okay, well, I'll go wash it and then whatever, right? But yeah, it's amazing what comes off
Yeah, well,
walls
it's
after a while. It's like, oh shit, that was white before? Damn.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I didn't get my deposit back. Oh, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, and all the shit you throw out too.
Yeah.
And the shit that you find when you're moving out. You spend more time looking at stuff. You're like, oh yeah, for this, oh yeah, I should keep this. And it's like, why? Why would you? Yeah, you never looked at it or used it in the 2 years you were living there. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Why keep it? Yeah.
why keep it moving?
Security deposits. That's another.
Mhm.
That's a whole nother. That's a rant. That's not even a podcast.
Yeah. No, I mean, have you guys ever got it not back?
Yeah, a couple times.
Not all of
Yeah.
it, but
Not all of it, but yeah, same. The last one, the place in Edmonton, the condo I stayed at last time, I didn't get all of it back because the damage of my chair caused to the walls. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they are annoying in that sense because the chair does kind of rub against the wall sometimes and does cause damage. So that's I'll accept that. But nothing was
Yeah.
ever over something like terribly super something bad. I was like, yeah, it's you can take the 200 some bucks for that. That's fine. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, when I was in Saskatoon when I moved back, one it took like forever. Like I kept emailing like my landlady, the
Mhm.
lady who lived upstairs. She's old. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, direct or
direct
getting my
deposit.
getting my damage pods back. What's going on? Like nothing. Wouldn't reply over and over and over until finally it was like my dad's like, all right, say that you're gonna might be going, sooner.
Yeah.
if she
Yeah.
doesn't reply, then oh no, all of a sudden she replies back, and
Yeah.
yeah, she's like, I think in Saskatchewan it's different. I think like here you have to charge like the same amount as rent or something for damage deposit, or I'm not too sure.
Yeah, deposit or damage deposit's usually a month's rent.
A month's rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what it
Yeah.
is. So whatever you're paying monthly is what your deposit is.
Yeah. So, but for her, it was like half a month's rent. It was like
Yeah.
$300 or $350
Okay.
or something like that.
Maybe that was mine
Okay.
too as well. Mine wasn't the full rent of mine either. Mine only been the half rent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
but I-
wasn't.
But I got all of it back except for $100. And the reason why I didn't get $100 back was because like paint was peeling in the bathroom, and I was just like, well, you used the wrong fucking paint. Like,
Yeah, that's
paint's not
nothing to do
supposed to
with me.
peel
Yeah.
from water.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
if you use
that's
proper
yeah.
paint, it wouldn't happen. But yeah, that's whatever.
yeah.
They always try to fuck you somehow, man.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. You're an old lady
Hmm.
from Saskatoon. I'm not gonna shake you down,
Right.
Yeah.
even though you're
Yeah.
shaking me down.
Yeah, when I was in the hospital with my lovely colitis
Ooh.
bullshit thing there going on, I was gonna move out and I didn't get paid. And I had a whole fight with work and everything else too. Like I don't know how I'm, like I have sick days, I have this and blah 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 blah. And I was gonna be moving out too, and I didn't have enough money to pay my last month's rent, but I was moving out at the end of the month. So I said, hey, listen, like you could just keep the whole deposit. I'll clean the place up, whatever is the added charge to like if there's any damage that you notice or whatever, because there's a whole checklist that I went with the lady, and she was pretty chill. Another old lady, but she was like, well, you can't do that. I need the money. I'm like, dude, I honestly like I'm sure they hear it all the time. Landlords must just be like so tired of that.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I can't quite pay you at this day. Like, you mind if I like pay half now and then I like pay you like whatever? But I
yeah.
was like, hey, listen, like I just honestly do not have it. I just got out of the hospital. I, you know, don't have any money and spent it all on like staying there and blah blah blah, all this other shit. And I'm kind of having a fight with work, whatever. Like, if you don't mind, like just take the whole deposit, use that as my last month rent. I'll be out on the 15th. Like I was out halfway through the month. I was out. You just keep the whole thing. I thought that was a pretty good deal.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
it was like a huge fight, man. She was like texting and phoning and like saying the same shit over again. I'm like, man, like what the fuck? And then she charged me like $65 because of like one light bulb was burnt out and there was like the stove underneath the burners wasn't quite clean enough. And I'm like, fuck off, man. Like, what are you doing? I still paid her too. I don't know why I do that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was out. I was like, it was like 30. No, it wasn't 60. It was like 30 some dollars. But it's just, I don't know. I
Mhm.
don't know. So I guess I can't really blame her because it's like if you're not supposed to use your deposit as a month's rent.
Yeah.
But even though I was moving out halfway through, and I thought she would understand, but no,
Nope.
it's all about the moolah.
Hmm.
Not that it was a serious amount of money. It was just like
Still, yeah.
that little 1 bedroom apartment that I lived in.
Right.
Hmm.
It was like $675, I think, a month. But
That's such a
yeah.
weird number.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It was one of those assisted living buildings
Oh,
for
yeah.
for their workers. Like if you have like if you only make like under 50 grand a year, you pay $500 a month. But if you make over that, you pay 675. And
Hmm.
it's a well kept place, man. Like it's very strict, and it's like
Hmm.
it wasn't a bad place to like. I liked living there. It was pretty good, but yeah, just weird setup.
Yeah. Hmm.
But oh well. Yeah,
There you go. Well, should we cut this thing short, you think? 23
sure.
minutes?
I
Up
don't
to
really
you,
know what
buddy.
else
Yeah.
there is really
Yeah.
to say about moving.
Yeah. Moving sucks, but we all do it. And I'm going to do
Yeah,
this a few more times before I'm done here. But yeah, no, we'll see.
yeah.
Yeah, hopefully
Mm-hmm.
not too often.
Yeah, hopefully the last move I have to make is to move out of here, bulldoze this house, and put a new one on it, and then move back into it.
There you go.
Hopefully, that's the plan. Hopefully,
There
That's
you
the
go.
hope. That'd be the
or
dream. Yeah.
BC. Okay, if you guys could move anywhere permanently, where would it be?
Permanently? Oh, boy.
Come on, man. Where? Where would you go? And you could
Um,
make it work.
yep,
Move anywhere.
probably. Maybe like Kelowna or something like that, maybe,
Okay.
or something like that.
Yeah,
Nah, fuck that. I would
Vancouver
go.
Island.
somewhere near
Yeah.
like, yeah, even like I don't know about Hinton, but like if I could make it work there, like that's such a beautiful place too. Somewhere up in the mountains in BC,
Yeah, that's what I was
I
thinking too
think.
as well. BC mountains, but I'm like, oh, fuck, I want to go somewhere without snow. That's what I'm looking forward to now. Now that the fall's finally happening here, I'm like, I don't want to deal with snow anymore. So
Oh, but
screw
summer
it.
in the
So
mountains are so nice.
yeah, I know, but I hate winters.
I
That's
don't
the
mind the winter
problem.
if you're snowboarding and stuff. The winters
Yeah,
aren't as
I hate the
harsh, I don't
cold.
think.
It's the cold I don't like. Cause like, yeah, screw that. I don't want -40 anymore. So yeah, if I can make it work, I was oh, screw it. Like California or Texas
Ooh,
or somewhere else. Yeah, it's just like
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
somewheres where it's little
Always
more.
warm.
Yeah, always warm and no snow, and yeah, I can live with that.
Winters like what our summers are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that wouldn't be
something
too
like that.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Mhm.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for today's podcast. Thank you so much for listening and watching. If you liked it, like and subscribe on YouTube. And if you're listening on podcast service, give us a positive rating. Subscribe to the feed. Then head over to our Facebook page, like our page, and ask us a question for Ask Us Anything Monday, which will be coming up
Yes.
in a couple of weeks.
Do it.
And yeah, that's going to do it. We'll talk to you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Goodbye.
See you guys.